So these are visuals coming in live from Israel as Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been welcomed to Tel Aviv by the Prime Minister of Israel and his wife.
משמר כבוד של חיילי צבא ההגנה לישראל ערוך ונכון לסקירתך. אדוני.
The Prime Minister and the Israeli Prime Minister there on the screens.
המשמר ידגל את נשקו. דגל? צ'ק! המשמר יחטיף את נשקו. החטף? צ'ק!
As the initial welcome is according to the Prime Minister, the two leaders meeting. They did a sort of a little walk around where the Prime Minister of Israel met up with the rest of the delegation that is accompanying Prime Minister Modi. We saw the External Affairs Minister over there. The NSA is also accompanying the Prime Minister, and they all were welcomed by the Prime Minister. And now it is expected that before heading to Jerusalem, the two leaders will sit down for an initial meeting at the airport itself. At the lounge in the airport itself, there will be a short meeting. This meeting is extremely crucial as the two leaders sit down immediately and get down to the agenda as Prime Minister Modi lands down in Tel Aviv. This meet is expected to cover bilateral plus regional and global issues. The two leaders, as you just saw them on the tarmac, as they were welcomed with the national anthem of the two countries being played. First, it was India's national anthem, and then afterwards, it was Israel's national anthem, which is called The Hope, which basically expresses the message of this wish of the Israelis to be in their homeland forever. And the Prime Minister stood there and paid his respect to to the national anthem of India and then Israel. After that, there was a short walk that the two leaders engaged in while inspecting the Guard of Honor, and then later the Prime Minister Modi directed Prime Minister Israel towards his delegation, and he shook hands with the rest of the delegations, which basically, as we saw, had the NSA, the External Affairs Minister, and many other senior people who will be involved in the bilateral and the talks that will happen. And once again, we bring you the visuals of when the Prime Minister landed in Tel Aviv, and as he was welcomed by Benjamin Netanyahu and his wife, and later he proceeded to shake hands with all the military leaders also present over there. And remember, this is an extremely important visit for India and Israel as well. Defense ties are high on agenda. After Operation Sindoor, India has focused significantly on expanding its defense arsenal, and Israel is one of its key allies and strategic partners when it comes to defense procurement. It is believed that during this visit, there will be significant push as far as building and escalating the ties between the two countries is concerned. Will India get some key arms and ammunition and missiles that we expect? Will there be a deeper tie between the two countries? Definitely the warmth between the two leaders as Prime Minister Modi landed over there is something that everyone notices. Even the last time the Prime Minister was there, which was in 2017, Prime Minister Netanyahu had come to the tarmac to personally welcome Prime Minister Modi. And once again, Prime Minister Netanyahu is back at the tarmac with his team and along with him, with his wife, to welcome Prime Minister Modi. Now, after this welcome, it is expected that before heading to Jerusalem, the two leaders will sit down for an initial meeting at the airport itself at the Fatah Lounge. It is expected that the two leaders will have a sort of a free-flowing discussion on various issues, which could be covering bilateral issues, regional issues, and even global issues. This relationship that we see between Prime Minister Modi and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is extremely warm and friendly.